All right, in our new corruption module, please find Part 5, U.S. Rome Comparison, Political Corruption. Okay. This is going to be our start of looking at political issues. Because remember, the Roman Empire was also hobbled by political problems. It's a division into an East and West Empire, a rapid succession of emperors, 20 emperors in just 75 years. Now, that in and of itself isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? We elect presidents every 4 years. So it is possible, although presidents are often reelected, that we could have 20 presidents in 80 years. So not a big difference. The important difference comes in this second part. Typically, Rome got a new emperor because the previous one was assassinated. Assassinations have happened in the U.S., but they are much less common. Typically, our presidents are replaced by peaceful elections. The Western Empire also suffered from civil wars, right? And in the background, as kind of a constant problem, was the corruption of the Senate, which made it really unable to help govern the empire through all of its other crises. Your job in lessons like this first one is to answer our new driving question. Does today's U.S. suffer the same problems of corruption, division, and instability as did the Roman Empire of long ago? Please download the document. Brian, stick with me.
I can't.
You're going to have to.
No, 'cause look. I actually have a reason why I can't.
Please open a new tab and then open Kami.
Sometimes I want to read this computer. No.
Drag and drop your document. You, today, should not be seeing that you have previously annotated this document. You will tomorrow. This assignment is due at the end of tomorrow's class period. Okay. As always, we've got our recap describing the assignment and the question behind it. In what should be a pretty familiar pattern by now, you've got some guided notes to fill out, some questions to answer as you work through our material. Today, we're going to be using some different material. The first thing is an article embedded here about corruption in the United States. Now, this article is from early 2021. It's based on 2020 data, but this is the most recent article from a non-governmental organization called Transparency International. They specialize in researching corruption around the world. And this is not good news, but I want to tell you just so that you know what you're working with is pretty up to date. All right, their ratings of the United States have not changed from 2020 to their most recent estimate. So this is still a good summary of what corruption is like in the United States. Okay. So you're going to read through the article. Okay. Fill in the blanks. A lot of these are blanks within direct quotes from the article. So those should be easy to find and help give you benchmarks along the way to make sure that you're progressing and finding the right content. Okay. As you read, you're going to come across some terms you might be familiar with and some you might not be familiar with. One of those is elections. So I want you to look it up. This is kind of the WebQuesty part of this. Please look up the word, find a definition, paraphrase it in your own words, and just give me a link to the dictionary you used. You'll then continue on with the article. We're going to get to another word that we may or may not have seen and may or may not be familiar with. And that is correlation. I want you to search for a definition of correlation, paraphrase that definition, and again, cite the dictionary you use. Okay, if you're a little shaky on paraphrasing, it has been a while since we had our plagiarism assignment. Paraphrasing means that you have put this into your own words such that you don't have 7 words in a row from that original source. From there, you've got a short video at the bottom of our Canvas page for this assignment. You also have some infographics that will help you with the Transparency International. Again, you've got an article. But you also have those to help you with some of your information, and then the video at the very end. When you get to the video, please watch using headphones, either your own or borrow one of my pair. Okay. And then, as has been also our familiar pattern, and I want you to give me your big picture conclusions. Answer this question: will Americans be able to stop corruption before it does more damage or not? If you feel like you have no clue how to answer that question right now, that's fine. This assignment will prepare you to answer that question. And again, this is due at the end of the class period tomorrow. We do have an exit slip today, but you guys have a solid chunk of time to work. All right, any questions? Okay, get started.